Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. I'm Mayor Chris Martin calling to order the regular session of the Logansport Board of Public Works and Safety. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Adrian Grant.
Here.
Chris Martin.
Here.
Jacob Thomason.
Here. Start with the approval of minutes for the August 21st, 2024 meeting.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Thomason. Yes. Adrian Grant.
Yes.
Chris Martin.
Yes. Next is the approval of claims for $737,002.96. This includes claims for $76,972.40. Ordinance 2024-11 intern, $2,500. Grant claims $225,908.89. CDBG grant claims $770. U.S. bank claim $149,500. And payroll claims $281,351.67. I'll make a motion to approve the claims as presented.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Chris Martin.
Yes.
Jacob Thomason. Yes. Adrian Grant.
Yes.
Public comment. Anyone in the audience who would like to make a comment, please come to the microphone. State your name and address for us, please. All right. Seeing none, on to new business contracts and agreements. Jan, Servicescape Christmas in the Park.
This is the company that we worked with for the last 8 years to put Christmas in the park together. This is in our budget this year. We had and then the other half gets paid for by the foundation through the donations that we receive. So
Awesome.
Perfect.
this is only half.
It's crazy, isn't it, to think about?
Can't believe it's almost Christmas.
I'll make a motion to approve the Servicescape Christmas in the Park Professional Services Agreement.
Second.
Call for question.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
Chris Martin.
Yes.
Jacob Thomason. Yes.
Thank you, Jan.
Thanks, Jan.
Next is the Police Department's Canine Retirement of Crypto. Chief Yike.
We're going to bring our officers in for retirement, so we're going to bring our canine officers
yeah.
for retirement today. So this letter to the Board of Works and Public Safety respectfully requesting the retirement of Police Canine Crypto. Crypto was purchased at Bond Lake Kennels in Denver, Indiana. He's been a member of the Logansport Police Department since 2017. Crypto has been instrumental in the arrest of suspects carrying or using illegal narcotics here in Cass County, in surrounding counties as well. Crypto has competed in several canine Olympics over the past several years. Corporal Tanner Prentice has been his handler and partner for the last several years. He was originally given to an officer who resigned and moved on to another department. Corporal Prentice stepped up and took over the training and the well-being and the welfare of the canine. He's turning 8 years old and it's time to retire. So, with that being said, a canine handler by our policy may apply to take possession of his or her dog when the canine is retired from duty or relieved of duty due to an injury, or the handler is transferred or promoted or retires and the decision is made not to retain the canine for another handler. This is obviously subject to the board, to my chief of police approval and to the Board of Public Works and Safety. So I would ask that you accept a letter of resignation or retirement for Crypto, and also let Tanner make the purchase of his dog back through the city.
Very good. He signed it.
The dog, I'm going to have him sign it. Watch this.
Tanner, did you have anything you'd like to add?
I don't. It's been a very rewarding time as a canine handler, and he's done great things for the city. And it's just time for him to live a nice dog life.
There you go.
You're here.
Crypto, anything you'd like to say?
Stop all my uniform.
I'll make a motion to approve the K-9 retirement of Crypto.
Second.
Call for question.
Chris Martin?
Yes.
Adrian Grant?
Yes.
Jacob Homicide? Yes.
I do have to make a comment. We are going to replace Crypto. Our K-9 officers, Cody Scott's in here. He's leading our K-9 unit right now. This leaves us with two police dogs, one on the street and one assigned to our Cass County Drug Task Force. We've so far raised approximately $16,000 in donations to purchase one. The goal is by the end of the year is to raise another $16,000 to have the second purchase of another police dual-purpose canine. So we would have three police canines working the road, and then we would have the fourth one assigned to our Cass County Drug Task Force. So, like I said, we've already selected the two new handlers to replace Crypto. We just have to raise the donation money by the end of the year so we can get them to a new school.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Good luck, Cam.
Really appreciate it. All right. Up next is, Randy, you have to follow up on that one. Code Enforcement's weekly report.
Last week we sent out 8 new notices. I had 19 that were cleared from the week before. We still have 43 properties that are pending right now. 2 citations were sent out, 5 trash container warnings, 2 notices to appear. We had 4 properties brought in. We had 1 cleanup ordered. The 2 properties that got issued last week were 227 West Miami and 311 West Miami. Tagged 7 more cars last week. We had 11 that were cleared. Had 3 new grass notices last week. We had 9 cleared, 1 to send over. We had no second notices last week. We had 5 cleared from the week before. And then we had 1 to send over. That was it.
Very good. I'll make a motion to approve the Code Enforcement's weekly report.
Second?
Call for question.
Adrian Grant?
Yes.
Jacob Homicide? Yes. Chris Martin?
Yes. All right, next is the request for property cleanup or multiple violation properties. We'll start with 221 North Psychic Street. Is there anyone here to represent 221 North Psychic Street? Seeing none, go ahead.
This one's back again. We had this in January. At the time, it was a multiple violation then. We had a property cleanup that was ordered. We did the property cleanup. We had a fine placed. None of those fines have been paid. The owner said he was going to be selling the property, remove the tenants. Now there's new tenants in and we're back here again. And I've had no contact with him this time at all. Now, as of today, the property is cleaned up, but still, again, we're less than 6 months, 7 months, we're right back to where we were. And we still have outstanding fines and cleanup fees that have not been paid.
There's 600 overdue.
We are, right now, the total with the fines alone is 600, but with the cleanup was almost 500 for just the cleanup that we did. And that was all on the previous, and now we have another $100 fine on top of it. And we're not getting any response from it.
Do you have a recommendation?
I would say we fine it again, and because these liens are about to be placed on these properties, on this one as well. But again, we're renting it out. He's getting his money from his tenants, but he's not taking responsibility of his property.
Makes sense.
And this has been ongoing. If we look in the past history with this property, this has been going on for 2 to 3 years.
So there's been 3 or more in the last 12 months?
Absolutely, yeah. In January, we were already in multiple violation, and it was like a
Yeah.
tier 2 then.
You want to do $1,000 fine? They're in tier 3 now. Tier 3 is 1,000 to 1,500.
That would be generous, yeah.
Okay. I'll make a motion to fine the property of 221 North Second Street, $1,000.
Second.
Call for question?
Jacob Thomason? Yes. Chris Martin?
Yes.
Adrian Grant?
Yes.
All right. Next up is 813 Sherman Street. Is there anyone here to represent 813? Can you please come to the mic? State your name for us, please. Gotcha. All right. Your name?
Gabriel Franco.
Okay. Randy, go ahead.
This one's back again. I want to say this was in February we had this. We had a violation. This is Wiper Corporation. The property was cleaned up at the time, but a trailer had gotten moved onto the property to help clean out the house, and it sat for months. And it finally got to the point where I could tag the trailer, and we started the violation on it in order to get this cleaned up. But again, we're twice in a year, even though at the time I do not believe Mr. Franco had anything to do with it, but according to our Elevate system, it's still not showing any contracts of any kind. It's all showing under Viper Corporation. And I believe I spoke to your son, maybe, Juan?
Juan Franco?
Juan, and I explained to him on the phone that he said that you guys were buying it on contract and you were taking care of it, but the issue is it still goes back to Mr. Gupta and Wiper Corporation because the contracts are not getting filed in the recorder's office. So we have no way of even having any information or contact with these people. So it falls on him and he's still responsible for his property.
So what needs to be done on this one?
This one is now cleaned up. The
It's
trailer
cleaned up.
has been removed. It's gone. The biggest issue is there was mattresses and stuff that were just sitting there rotting, and the neighbors were starting to complain. So it is cleaned up and it's done now. But again, it's this property owner that is causing the issues. It's not so much them, because when did you guys sign the contract for this property?
3 months ago, I think, 3 or 4
So
months
this we're
ago.
talking, this is
Yeah.
June probably? Late May, early June,
My,
yeah. And we still don't have anything on record.
Do we have a copy of that contract anywhere? I mean, it doesn't matter as far as this, but if it is under contract, then
Right, yeah.
They can take it to the courthouse, the recorder's office, and they'll record it for them.
Absolutely. And that's what we've been telling a lot of people who have been saying they're buying stuff on contract. Go to the county building, go to the recorder's office, get it recorded, so it will show up on the Elevate and stuff, because right now, if anything happens on this property, it goes back to Gupta, it doesn't go to them.
yeah.
I mean, granted, it means they're not liable for this right now, but say he wants to come in and just take it, nothing's reported.
What is your recommendation?
My frustration is with this property owner, is his lack of working with us and stuff. I've had a couple of his properties, it's taken me 6 months to finally get them cleaned up after promises made. If they're buying the property and they can show us some proof of the contract and get it recorded, then I'm good with just the $100 fine getting paid and we could,
Is that something you can provide?
no conmigo, en la casa.
It's contracts in the houses.
okay. For us, our biggest thing is we get it recorded.
So recording that contract with the county is your next step,
Take it,
right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
recording, contract in the-
So are we thinking that we want to table this until we see that, or?
I would say, yeah, I'll just go ahead and we could table it probably 30 days to give them
Yeah.
time for it to go through the entire system.
Because if they have a contract, I don't want to throw a fine on there.
I don't-
Screw their stuff up or something. I'd love to not
Especially
have
when they've
that.
only had it for 3 months,
Exactly.
but this property owner has left it in that state that they have to clean it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they signed the contract, they knew what they're getting into, but again, it's a property owner that's doing these on contracts and leases and stuff. He's got to start taking some responsibility.
Yeah. I agree.
So I'm fine tabling this for 30
Yeah.
days so we can figure out the contract stuff. So,
So
I
do you
guess I don't know
like,
how quickly we would be able to see that if it got recorded. Do we need to get a copy of it ourselves? Would that be better? I don't know the timeline.
It varies. I mean, you take it in, they take it,
Yeah.
and then we'll send it to you after they process it, because I don't know what all the steps are, but they,
Should be done and processed before 30 days. I just want to make
Yeah.
sure that we don't set out 30 days and.
Our issue is this property was condemned at one time too, correct? This property had been condemned at one time too, so there's work that has to be done.
Gotcha.
If they're doing the work, they're gonna have to provide that contract
Yeah.
proof to the building department. So even if we could get it there,
Yeah.
then I would have it, we know it, then we still gotta get it recorded.
Yeah, so take it to, for our purposes, we just need to see the contract in our office, I think.
Yep.
And then going forward, to protect them, go to the county, get it recorded, and that'll help you guys out. But, yeah, so I'm fine with making a motion to table this for
September 25th.
for 30 days.
September 25th or October 2nd?
Let's do October
That's-
2nd. Give them,
That's fine.
I'll make a motion to table the property of 813 Sherman Street to October 2nd's Board of Works meeting.
second.
Call for question?
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Jacob Thomasville.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Randy, did you just want to review with him?
Yeah, I was gonna do that real quick.
All right, last but not least, the certificate of appointment date adjustment. We had the wrong date, I'm assuming, on this, so.
So I can explain it if you need me to.
Yeah, please.
So basically, when you guys approved Jason Miller as a fire chief, the dates overlapped from Rick Bear's retirement and his start, so we had two fire chiefs on the record, which we cannot do.
Gotcha.
So this is pushing his appointment back a couple days so that we have one chief on at a time.
Gotcha. Okay, so there you go. There's the self-explanation. Thank you, Jonathan.
Yep.
All right, I will make a motion to approve the certificate of appointment date adjustment.
Second.
Call for question?
Jacob Thomasville,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Chris Martin.
Yes. All right, board member comments? Adrian?
No. Anything this week?
All right. Deputy?
Nothing.
Yeah, all right. Well, miscellaneous business and any matters not already considered, including ADA Section 504 compliance or concerns. All right, seeing none, I will make a motion to adjourn at 3:18 PM.
Second.
Call for question?
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Jacob Thomasville.
Yes.
We are adjourned. Have a great day.